Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to TFS Podcast. You know what that is, folks. That's The Few Shows Podcast. Did I just say that wrong? It's TFS Pod. That's what we are. Here, this is 24.
That's right.
This is 24.
That's right, baby.
Yep, this is 24/7 Lou, and that is...
Ric-hard. You thought this was a one-hit wonder? Nah, we ain't Kazarni.
Kazarni? Where'd you get that from?
Not everybody's going to get that reference, I know.
You lost me, too.
Look it up.
Ooh, it. Homework. I love it. So yeah, this is our podcast from the Few Show, where we talk a little bit more in depth about different events going on in Raw and SmackDown and NXT and AEW. So this is your spot here for talking about wrestling. So let's get right to it. Let's talk about the Raw rundown. Ric-hard.
Raw rundown, baby. All right. So real quick, you had Raw have 7 matches. McIntyre versus Ricochet. McIntyre won. Aleister Black versus a jobber. Aleister Black won. Yeah, the jobber won. No.
Yeah.
Andrade versus Sin Cara. Andrade beat Sin Cara.
Jobber.
You had the Viking Raiders versus Hawkins and Ryder in a surprisingly non-squash match. They actually had a back and forth. Viking Raiders beat them. Rey Mysterio had that segment with Shelton Benjamin.
Yeah, what was that about?
Seth Rollins fought Humberto Carrillo, a recent draft pick for Raw.
Yeah, from 205 Live.
Yep. Rollins beat the newcomer in a very good match. And you had the Street Profits beat Gallows and Anderson in a tag match with a little help from good old KO Kevin Owens. Yeah. And that was Raw.
Wow, he's wrapped up 3 hours worth of programming in about 2 minutes.
Right?
2 minutes on the clock since the show started, and I talked for about 30 seconds of it. So, wow.
Yeah, that was a good rundown, huh?
That was awesome. But now a little bit of thing about that Raw episode. From that B show, right?
No, not even close, bro. Not even close. But we're not including any of the segments or stuff. You had some stuff with the 24/7 title, a couple back and forth interviews backstage, but ultimately, we go there to watch the wrestling. So.
Yeah, and we saw a bunch of squash matches, basically.
Yeah. I mean, McIntyre and Ricochet wasn't really a squash.
No, that wasn't. But that was to kick off the show, so that got us excited. But I don't know.
And let me say, McIntyre is the 5th pick for Team Flair for Crown Jewel.
Yes.
Good pick. Yes. I actually like that he got the final pick spot because that's a big deal.
Yeah, that's true. So okay, and we still don't know who has who's another pick for Team Hogan, do we?
No, Team Hogan already has their 5. You got Ricochet, Rusev, Shorty G, who is actually Chad Gable.
Yeah, I know. What
Ali and Roman Reigns, and those are the 5. You got
okay.
Basically, those are your 5 guys.
And also, folks, we will have a Crown Jewel predictions episode coming up soon. So just stay tuned to hear on the Few Show channel on YouTube, and you'll listen to our other Crown Jewel predictions. Yeah,
that's coming up soon. But in regards to Raw, I like that they're building up this tag team turmoil match.
Yes,
for Crown Jewel. That was the main event slot. You got Street Profits and the OC, both were in the 9 tag team turmoil match. As of right now, they might add another tag team. I don't know. But that was pretty good. I'm interested to see what they're going to do with Kevin Owens and AJ Styles, since that's basically who Kevin Owens mostly interacted with when he came out to help the Street Profits. So that should be interesting. I think he might be, we'll save that prediction for later. But here's a big takeaway. Rey Mysterio needs to tell whoever's booking him to really flip the script on that, because he looks like a really... Do you want to run down the segment, Lou?
Yeah, go for it.
All right. Rey Mysterio comes out, say, I'm thankful for the support for my family, this and that. Paul Heyman interrupts him, and Paul Heyman basically says, he thanks Rey Mysterio for giving him Cain Velasquez for Brock Lesnar to, amend what happened at UFC. And then Rey Mysterio's like, don't mess with family. And then Shelton Benjamin comes out, who's apparently Shelton Benjamin's new gimmick is he's Brock Lesnar's family or close friend.
I know him from back from Minnesota. I know him from Minnesota.
I'm that guy that Brock Lesnar knows.
What? When did we see this before? When have we ever known that they're friends? I mean,
they brought it up when they debuted, but you'd really have to have been. I mean, we complain about continuity in WWE. That's actually a consistency because they did this when Rollins was feuding with Lesnar, also, which is why this isn't a new thing for Shelton Benjamin. But it's really sad that he's really he's like, yeah, I'm Brock Lesnar's friend. All those accolades.
All those things he's done.
So many wins over Triple H back in the earlier 2000s. Nah. You're Brock Lesnar's friend.
So,
Abel's former tag partner.
Oh, I know. And so then he comes out.
So Shelton Benjamin comes out, starts pushing Rey Mysterio. And Rey Mysterio's like, yo, Shelton, at least wait for me to get healed up and stuff. And then Cain Velasquez comes out. And they boo what Cain Velasquez does because he's doing worked punches, which some people said were worse than Shane McMahon's.
I did see one there. The first one, oh my God, that was such a miss. And the other guy and Sheldon Benjamin flew back. Oh, come on, I did see that. That was oh man, he gave him a good he gave him like a fan punch or something. Like it was like a fan, like a breeze.
Yeah, no, it did not look convincing at all. He does a takedown on Shelton Benjamin. Shelton Benjamin ends up outside of the ring, and then Rey Mysterio, who still, mind you, is like sporting the sling on his arm, is like, "Come on, Shelton, get back in the ring." It's like, what are you, Rey Mysterio? You're not even a heel, and that's a heel thing to do. It's like, yeah, 2v1, get back in the ring, Shelton.
Now you know what's funny that. And we'll talk about this later when we do our next segment, where Cody mentioned there's no glass wall here in the ring. Come on down. Well, there it is. The glass wall was right in front, and Shelton Benjamin could not get inside that ring.
Well, I mean, nobody in their right mind would get in the ring 2v1, even with Rey Mysterio with one arm. I mean, it says a lot. Plus, it's obvious they want Cain Velasquez to have a match with Shelton Benjamin to have some credibility.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, Brock Lesnar interferes and attacks him. Because I'm not buying Cain Velasquez at all right now.
Okay, yeah, me too. I'm not there yet. It's like
I'm not even impressed with his figure either. The guy looks like someone legit got pulled off the street and was like, "Hey, you want to fight Brock Lesnar?"
Yeah, and that's the thing. Yeah, what about the ring attire that he's using? It's like what are they trying to do with that? I mean,
yeah, dude, at least wear some Jimmy John branded shorts.
Yeah. Yeah, like at least come out and look like an MMA fighter. Don't just come out and look like a guy from the street. Like, hey, you want to fight?
Right?
Yeah, that's one thing that's a little bit like a little bit has me like, come on, make it look like it's okay. You brought him in because he's a former MMA fighter. You brought him in because he fought Brock Lesnar and he defeated Brock Lesnar in the UFC, right? Mm-hmm. And so make him look like an MMA fighter. Don't just make him look like a guy on the street. You pull him out. Hey, you come over here. Don't. That's one. Yeah, that's one point that doesn't get me there.
Well, as with all things in wrestling, it's all about the payoff. And if this turns out to be a good match, he can go. Supposedly he can go based on some other appearances he's done on other promotions.
Actually, I did see the AAA. I forget what it's called.
Yeah, that's what I was referencing. That's what I was referencing. So he can go. We'll just see how it turns out. And that's important to keep in mind with another storyline that got going, Rusev and Bobby Lashley, which had some back and forth like Jersey Shore drama stuff happen.
Yeah. Oh wait, but before we go and get off that Cain Velasquez thing, I did see him in that AAA, the Mexican Wrestling Association that they have, that exists. That I did see that, but that thing that was like a 3-on-3 match. So he wasn't. He came in with the hot tag. And did his thing quickly.
You're saying he was protected? You don't think he could go a long match? We got another Goldberg on our hands?
I haven't seen him do a full match yet. So that's one thing that has me a little bit concerned about.
You heard it here first. Lou says we got the next Goldberg in the ring.
I think so because I don't know how that's going to look because again I have not seen him in a full. Again, I'm not taking anything away from. He's not like an actor turned wrestler. He's an MMA guy, fighter. He's an MMA guy. He knows how to move around. He knows his body. He knows how to do things. but we know this is wrestling, so this isn't David Arquette in here walking in. This is you know what I mean? But
good reference.
Yeah, but because at least Ronda Rousey, we saw her come in and. I mean, she impressed us. She had matches, and we saw her as building up. And of course, when we saw
she also
WrestleMania,
had catchier theme music. No offense to Cain Velasquez, but I'm not feeling it with that music they're giving him.
Yeah, that's the thing too. So that's why
you gotta have the presentation down. And coming off the streets with generic music, I'm sorry, no, that's not gonna do it.
And that's why I kind of feel like this was like. Again, I don't know if the Fox deal, or I don't have any details on that, if how that occurred, or to bring him on and have the MMA feel to it. But if you're gonna want to have an MMA feel to it, then make him look like an MMA fighter coming into the ring, into the wrestling world. But don't make him look like a guy off the street.
Yeah.
Don't be Brooklyn Brawler on him. Bringing him in instead of making him look like.
Or if you're gonna do that, at least make him go full on Brooklyn Brawler. It's like, oh my God, it's Cain Velasquez, and then he gets beaten.
yeah, that's. So give him the Ronda Rousey treatment. You brought him in you brought her in for a while. I mean, yeah, we know she's in there and she's left, and then she's in the TV show too. Also,
yeah, you got licensed for Joan Jett's music, which is iconic.
So give him the treatment. Give him the treatment. Even if it's going to be your Lesnar winning it or whatever, give him the treatment.
For sure, man, for sure.
So yeah.
But all in all, I think Raw was pretty run of the mill, honestly.
No,
I did like I did like a couple of the main events, Seth Rollins match and the OC match. My boy McIntyre getting a win, always good. Aleister Black, I really think should have gotten a better shine, but whatever. All in all, run of the mill Raw for me.
Yeah. Yeah, good thing for a B show.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah, we'll see how SmackDown does tomorrow.
All right. Today, whenever this comes out.
Or maybe never.
Whoa. So that brings us up to the end of this segment, and we'll be coming up with another one right after this.
Right after this break. So stay tuned, folks. Don't touch that down.